In Shadowrun 5th edition, being knocked down can put you or your opponent in a precarious position. Whether you want to knock someone down so your troll adept can pummel them, or blast an oncoming horde with a hose spell, you'll want to know the rules for knockdown. Various situations can result in the knockdown mechanic coming into play. In this video, we'll look at 3 main causes: taking damage, called shots, and water elemental effects. Taking damage is the most common way a character will be knocked prone. Resolve the attack and damage resistance test as normal. Once done, if the damage being taken is greater than the target's physical limit, or if they take 10 or more boxes of damage, then they will be knocked prone. This only applies when all the damage comes from one single attack, though. Called shots are another option for taking an opponent off their feet. Melee attackers can intentionally try to knock down an opponent with the called shot knockdown. The attacker declares his intention to perform a knockdown called shot as part of his action phase. The attacker then makes a melee attack as normal. If he scores more hits than the defender, then compare the attacker's strength plus net hits against the defender's physical limit. If the attacker's total is greater, then the defender is knocked prone. This attack normally causes no damage, but the sweep martial art maneuver from the run and gun sourcebook can cause it to apply damage. The attacker may choose to follow the defender to the ground as a free drop prone action, or stay on his feet, unless he glitches. On a glitch, the attacker falls as well, and on a critical glitch, the attacker falls down while the defender remains standing. For ranged attackers, there are also called shot options for causing knockdown. They are variations of the called shot called location, location, location. Details for a hip and shin shot can be found on page 114 of the Run and Gun sourcebook. Magic users can complete a knockdown with water elemental effects. Begin with a number equal to the force of the elemental magic effect. The defender then rolls their agility to attempt to avoid the knockdown by reducing this number. Every hit on the defender's agility test reduces that number by 1. If the number remains higher than the defender's physical limit, then they're knocked down. This forces them into a drop prone position. No damage is applied for this attack. It is worth noting that certain gear can impact knockdown. Less than lethal ammo like gel rounds and hammerhead arrows will lower the defender's physical limit by 2 for the purposes of determining knockdown. The armor modification gel packs has a similar effect. Once you're knocked down, you can spend a simple action to simply stand up. But if you're wounded, you'll need to make a body plus willpower test with a threshold of 2. Yes, wound modifiers apply. Melee attackers targeting a prone victim receive a +1 modifier to their attack, and the defender will receive a -2 modifier for being prone. A melee attacker who has been knocked down will receive also a -1 to their attack, as it's harder to hit someone while you're laying down. Ranged attackers trying to shoot a prone target may be unable to do so, depending on the environment. Prone defenders do not receive the -2 modifier for being prone unless the ranged attacker is within 5 meters. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you'd like me to do a video on next, and if you liked this video, please consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/complexaction. Our patrons help to support the videos we make here, and in return, get access to thank you rewards. Everything here is made possible by the generous support of our patrons. And thanks again for watching.